Ecological succession is the slow but steady adjustment of a species in a particular area due to the environment. It occurs when a naturally occurring disturbance causes an old community to break down and a new one to develop in its place. The following are some examples of ecological succession.
For you to further understand what ecological succession is, imagine a volcano erupted along a mountainside. After the eruption, the ground was basically just rock. Lichens and mosses began to grow on the rock and began to break down the rock to form soil. Small grasses began to take root and start to grow also. Smaller shrubs comes next. Small burrowing animals moved in to disturb the soil even more as larger plants started to grow. After several years, trees take root and grow. Another example, a dirt field is plowed and left over the summer. For the summer, weeds start to grow on the field. After the weeds grow, small shrubs begin to take root. After a few years, trees begin to grow in the field, and that's what you call ecological succession.
The succession process has been linked to three main causes. Biotic and climatic phenomena that wipe out the local population are example of the first causes, which is initiating causes. Wind, fire, natural disaster, erosion, and other climatic conditions are only a few. And the second causes, continuous causes, are also referred to as ECCs. Such ongoing dynamics include aggregation, competition, migration, etc. The area's soil structure alters as a result in several ways. And stabilizing causes, these are the climatic elements that contribute to community stabilization.
Primary succession is a type of succession that begins in lifeless environments such as regions without soil or places where the soil cannot support life.
Examples of primary succession are volcanic eruption, landslides, abandonment of man-made structure. Best example is when you see a living organism in an abandoned structure, wherein moss and grass grow, trees sprout on floors, and also different kind of species live in the abandoned structure, wherein ecological succession occurs.
In the event that the original ecosystem is destroyed, secondary succession takes place. The succession cycle is restarted, but not from blank since the soil and nutrients are still there.
The first reason that secondary succession is a problem is that fire destroys the majority of diverse types of trees and plants' life. The forest eventually returns to its previous ecological state. The second example was that numerous infection plant disease can have a major impact on plants' population. Secondary succession may occur if the whole population dies, but the habitat and sources remain and the colony of those plants may regenerate. Lastly, loggers cut down a large number of trees to make building materials. In deforested places, trees regenerate over time. Eventually, the region will revert to its previous condition.
Why is it ecological succession is important? Well, it is important for the growth and development of the ecosystem. It begins the colonization of new regions or species, as well as the restoration of previously damaged areas as a result of biotic and environmental causes. This change in the damaged area and environment promotes growth of taller plants such as shrubs and grasses. Thus, it is noted that ecological succession has the greatest impact on humanity, which has the ability to produce and harvest food crops.